What's good, y'all? As you can see from the title, at this point I don't even know what the title's gonna be, but I don't even know where to start, honestly. This week has been a very difficult week for me. For a lot of reasons. 3 years ago, I had a suicide attempt, and during that time, I felt very alone, and unworthy. And empty. I felt those three things, and it's so crazy to me that this week I felt that exact same way. I think the difference is 3 years ago when I felt it, I didn't have a relationship with Jehovah at the time. I was really just doing whatever I wanted to. My relationship with Jehovah wasn't as strong or thick as it is now. So, I really don't know where to start, because I know a lot of people see me as an encouraging person or a strong person. And so I don't want to let y'all down in a sense, because y'all about to see some real emotion. I don't want to be negative, you know what I mean? I don't want to be negative and bring y'all down, when my whole purpose of this YouTube channel is to encourage people. But it's a real feeling. Depression and emptiness and loneliness is so real. And a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people just they'll say, you just gotta keep going, or things will get better, or Jehovah will be there for you. For me personally, words don't entirely help me. Your words, you can. I'm not saying words mean nothing to me. For example, I've gotten a lot of messages this week from people who know that I'm struggling. And those messages, they made me feel like, oh, okay, cool. It made me feel a little warm inside. But nothing makes me feel better than an action. You being there physically. Or as physical as you can be. I have family that's on the other side of the country, but the best that they could do physically is a FaceTime call. But that I appreciate. I'm seeing it. I always say that I don't like human interaction, but sometimes that's exactly what I need. And I don't need it to be us sitting down, talking about my problems. Just a person's presence, you know what I mean? The energy. I have this weird type of thinking. So this is behind me, right here, is where I spent a lot of my week. I left the house once. I didn't attend meeting this week. I left the house once this week for an appointment. I came right back and I got into bed. everything that we do produces energy. Me laying in the bed, in my space, in my own energy has not been producing any positive energy. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but everything that we do, it just produces something. And it could be negative or positive, or like it could be a waste of time, it could be gratifying, it could be so many things. But the things that we do, every little thing that we do affects us. Every little thing that comes into our bubble, whether it be news or a post we see on social media or a meme we see, those things are being entered into our energy, into our mind. It becomes something that is a part of us. So I've been by myself. So in the negative zone that I've been in, I've produced nothing but negativity. I've just been here in the bed, just the same cycle over and over again. And as a lot of you watching this know, it's so easy to be like by yourself, especially when you're dealing with depression. It's so easy. And then it's so easy to say, I don't want to be around anybody. And to an extent, that's true. I don't want to be around anybody, but I should be around people. Should I? I don't even want to say it because it's just, I really don't know, y'all. And it seems like, so I just said I don't know. Say I did know. It's going to be the same cycle over and over again. It's like, I'm so tired, and I'm only 29 years old. I'm so tired of the same old routine, the same things happening, the same, like, not even just in my life, but in the world, like wars, people just like losing their minds, and the lack of understanding, the lack of love, the lack of brotherly affection, like it's just a cycle that keeps going and going. It's like, please, like, just stop. Like, oh my, oh. No matter what or who you believe in, you believe that something's gonna happen. A lot of people believe that when you die, you go to heaven, if you're good, and if you're bad, you go to heaven. I believe that earth is where we'll be. We'll be in heaven on earth, paradise, a paradise earth. I want that right now. Even if I was not there, even if I wasn't going to paradise, I would still want all of this to end. Way too many people are hurting. And I know Bible truth, so I know I know why this is happening. I know why so many bad things are happening. I know why people are hurting. I know why these things are happening. But it's very traumatizing to live life right now. It messes us up. The things that we have to deal with messes us up. I was thinking about the typical cycle of somebody's life. They're born, they're taught by their parents for for 18 years. Then they're supposed to go out and make a life for themselves. By making a life for yourself, you work to get money, to give money to somebody else for the house that you live in, to work. And if things work out in your favor, you're able to retire and then enjoy those last 10 years of your life. That's not life. That's why we're living? No. To me, it's just not acceptable. And people, well, that's just the way things are. No, that's not the way things have to be, and that's not how I want my life to be. I want to do more. I know in this system of things, you won't be completely happy because this is not the life that we were intended to live. But I believe a measure of happiness is attainable now. A measure of peace is attainable now. I highly believe that. This video is so long, y'all. I feel like this is more therapeutic for myself than to probably anybody watching. But I was telling a friend that my purpose here is to encourage people. That's what I want to do. That's what helps me to feel like alive, and like going through this system that's what makes going through the system bearable. Being able to help others and encourage others and to put a smile on people's faces. And that's so hard to do, but I hear a lot of motivational speakers say, I like to share solutions, not problems, or they take focus off the problems, like or minimize the problems like they don't exist. But without the problems, there wouldn't be a solution. So yes, there's a solution to every problem, but there's behind those problems. It's not like this. It's not a problem. Is not like something I can hold. It comes with a heap of emotion. Problems come with so much emotion, and that's the hard part. So the reason why I do these kind of things is I don't want to just share solutions. I don't have all the answers. I don't know anything. But I know I'm human. I know humans deal with stuff, and I know humans come out of stuff. So that's what I'm going to show. I show everything. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I show it all. I don't care what people think. I care what certain people think. And that could be a real downfall. But at the end of the day, you should only care about what Jehovah thinks, what God thinks. Are you doing your best in regards to Him? Because you can't satisfy people, and that's where I think that's one of my things. I don't know. People have this view, like this thought of what I should be doing, or who I should be, how I should be, and it's just like I don't know, like certain people, like I am the type of person, I embrace people who and how they are. I'm not saying I accept everything, but what I'm saying is that if you're my family, if you're my friend, I'm gonna take you as you are. Even if you're retarded, if you're just stupid, my love for you is gonna see past that. And yes, I will try to help you to be a better person. But if I love you, if I'm your friend, if I'm your family, I already see the good in you. My goal is to help you see that and to help you maintain a certain amount of happiness. My goal is not to change anybody or to knock anybody, to make anybody feel less than. And I feel like a lot of family, they don't realize how much they can bring another family member down. Family is not what it was 50, 100, 1,000 years ago. Family, nah. If you think about family like in history, I'll just go to Noah, because that's the first person I could think of. Noah and his family. They rocked with each other. Ham, I believe the brother Ham, he was retarded. He had issues. Noah had issues. But they rocked with each other, yo. That was family. Family's not like that these days, and it's very disheartening and it's very heartbreaking. To be honest with you guys, that's been part of my sadness lately, is the whole family aspect. I just wish it was how it used to be back in the day. I used to watch videos of my family, my cousins, my aunties, and grandma all hanging out. And I know the video only captured a moment in a day, or a few minutes, or a couple hours in a day. But that's what I long for, that togetherness, that being together and family mending and for each other. When another family member is dealing with something, the rest of them come over it, build them up, let's go. We gonna do that. You know, it's just, I don't feel that. And then it's a lot of, I could express to my friends that I want them there as my family, but everybody's going through their own thing. I don't want to be that person, that burden, so to speak. And then what comes to my mind is depending on people. I don't want to be codependent on people, but I think in my mind I have the correct balance of depending on people. I can't believe this video is 18 minutes at the moment. Sorry for the long video, yo, but I needed it. This is just a story I heard. There was a little boy, and he was in his bed, and it was a rainy and stormy, thundering night. And, you know, the loudness of everything was scaring him. And he called his dad, and he said, "Dad, come here, I need your help, I need you." And the dad said, "You don't need me. You have Jehovah. Jehovah's right there with you." And the little boy said, "I know Jehovah's there, but I want someone with skin on." That little boy is me. I want somebody with skin on. I know Jehovah's there. There's nothing about Jehovah that brings me down. Nothing about Jehovah can do no wrong. So what does that leave? That leaves me. It leaves people. It leaves Satan. But it's not. It's not all bad. I don't know. 20 minutes in Antoinette's head, y'all. I'm sorry if this video is everywhere. I see a lot of, I have a love-hate relationship with social media. Social media is how I've been able to help a lot of people and get to a lot of people. But at the same time, to see certain things happening with social media, you can see, like back in the day, you get a channel of the news and you see local news, what's going on here. I guess there's a channel for world news, but now everything going on in the entire world is right here. And you're seeing it, and it's entering your mind, and you see it, and it rests, and it enters your heart, and then it's all an energy thing, like I brought out in the beginning of the video. So social media is not, it's good and bad. Trying to figure out and learn a balance with that, but back to that little boy. I want some with skin on. I don't, to an extent, I don't need anybody. But the scriptures say that we need each other. I'm happier when I have, you know how like in movies and stuff, there's always there's always friends and they always just kick it. Like even if they're like not doing anything, they're always together and they're kicking it. And that's another, I've lost friends because they dipped out on Jehovah. And maybe I haven't really come to terms with that. I don't think that I've thought about that. My closest friends, some of my closest friends have just left Jehovah. And maybe that's brings on the loneliness and the feeling alone and empty. But I have my congregation. I have people. I don't want to be so focused on people. I don't think I'm focused on people. I don't think I need people, but we all need love and human affection, like it's spoken about in the scripture. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna try to end this video. 25-minute video. Oh my gosh. No matter what, I'm not gonna give up. Yeah, my heart is heavy right now. Yeah, I look like a bum right now. No, just desire to get out of the bed. But I'm not gonna stay here because I know there's better. I'm not gonna stay in this funk because I know there's better. I know I'll smile again. I know I won't feel this way 24/7 forever. So that just gives me hope. This is kind of like just a therapy diary for me, y'all. Don't give up, yo. I know a lot of people think about death and suicide, and it's not a matter of, oh, I want to kill myself. It's, I'd rather not be here. That's what it is for a lot of people. So for me personally, I understand. I understand what you're dealing with. I understand the emptiness and the loneliness and the anger. This week I haven't let myself cry because I got to that point, like, what is crying going to do? 2, 3, 4 years ago, this whole video would have been just me crying, but I reached a point like everything is what it is. It's very disheartening. I'm trying to think logically over emotionally and just trying to persist and keep fighting the fine fight. I want to continue to encourage others to do that. So have your moments, you know. Take the time you need, but get back on this saddle, you know. Get back on it and push yourself out of that. I know for me, prayer is hard when I feel this way. I feel very negative. And I just want to be like, Jehovah, why? Really? This long? Like, there's so much I want to say, and I know I can say whatever I want to say to Jehovah. Bible characters spoke all their feelings to Jehovah, so I know I could say what I want to say. You could say what you want to say. But I also know Jehovah knows what I feel, what I need, what I want. And, even though I don't have what I feel that I need, as far as like a person, a homie, losing that friend is very difficult. I'm coming to grips with that. Not having that, I'm used to having that, and I'm not having that is it's taking a toll on me. But I know with Jehovah I'll be okay.